life is good at the Hevescheibe. That's all I can say. Today is Wednesday, July 28th. I'm not in school anymore. I don't know what the date ever is. Maybe that's bad. So I thought today I'd talk about living alone and the transition from being in college to then not being in college and kind of dropping out and now just living on my own in my own place. A lot of people have like asked me like, oh, how's being at the house, how's YouTube going? And I always tell them like, it's doing well. Like I'm a pretty independent person to begin with, so living alone is something that I'm kind of okay with, and I actually kind of enjoy, because nobody can tell you like what to do. You don't really there's definitely more responsibility. Like you gotta clean your dishes and you gotta like sweep the floor and like make sure that the house is all tidy and clean. Like your parents aren't gonna pick up for you. It's like all you. But I like the fact that whenever I like make a mess in my house, it's like I know that I have to clean it, and I'm okay with cleaning it because I made the mess and it's now my responsibility. Which like I feel like when you live at home and you like make a mess, sometimes you just put it off and you're like, oh, someone else will clean it. That's such a terrible way to think about it. But being on my own now, it's like I'm okay with doing dishes and I'm okay with cleaning and doing all these chores, because that's what comes with having your own house, and that's just adulthood. But yeah, I've like set a schedule for myself. I wake up early, hopefully like 8:30 or earlier, and then I make breakfast. I go through my agenda book. It helps me like visualize everything I need to do throughout the day right in the morning, and then I go attack it. I'm either like building or I'm editing, and then I'll like switch. After I'm done building, I'll do editing, and if I'm done editing, I'll do building, so I mix it up, because I found that if I spend way too much time on one thing, I'll just get burnt out for that day and I won't be productive. So by switching it up, it just helps me maximize the efficiency of whatever I'm doing. And then go to lunch. I make my lunch. It's usually just a sandwich or leftovers. And then I'll do some more building, more editing, take calls, do emails, and eventually at night, sometimes I'll go rock climbing, which is pretty cool. There's one like super close to my house, and there's another one a little further, but it's like much bigger, and it's so cool because I don't know, it's the biggest rock climbing gym I've ever been to, and it's pretty sweet. I try to go there like at least once a week, and it's definitely like my favorite hobby outside of Domino's, so I'm like super excited to like finally get back into it again. When you travel a lot, it's like hard to like maintain a steady gym schedule, I guess. So like every time I travel, it like messes it up, but I don't know. I'm working at it. getting better. You gotta stay healthy because health first, right? Yeah, and then I get back and I usually cook a meal, and my mom's been sending me like different recipes, and I'd go to the store and buy whatever I need for the week, and then bring it back, look at the recipe, make it on my own, sometimes call her if I have any questions, and it's been pretty good. I like literally haven't eaten out at all except for when like some of my friends or people came over, and I think that's pretty good because I've never been a cook, but I'm learning. I'm learning the same recipes that my mom makes, so feels like home, tastes like home, and I can finally make my favorite chicken wings. Like chicken wings are my favorite food, like besides pasta and other stuff, but chicken wings are my favorite, and now I can actually make it myself, and it's so great because I'm like, chicken wings, I'll have it every day. Not really, but it's good. It's good. Yeah, so that's like my typical day. And have I gotten lonely yet? I mean, it's always nice to like have people around, but I don't think I've gotten like super lonely yet. I see people rock climbing. I meet people there. And then I have my summer intern. She was the one who was reading the chat on the live stream, so she comes like a couple times a week. And then sometimes I go home for like a day or two because it's pretty close. I can see my parents there, and my friends from high school are there. And I'm really good friends with my neighbors because they're kind of like family friends, but like our families are pretty close, so I know them. Sometimes there are days where I go like without talking, and I'm like, oh yeah, I haven't talked today. But You know, I think doing these vlogs is definitely going to help with that, because now I'm actually forcing myself to talk and keep connected with myself. Sometimes it's just good to say it out loud instead of holding everything in, even if you have like nothing to hide. It's just good to speak your mind once in a while, you know? I feel like in the future I'll definitely make more friends here, try to get involved in, I don't know, maybe some clubs or other meetups nearby. Maybe I'll do some more collabs and invite people to the Hevish Hive. They can come build some dominoes with me, and you know, it'll be a pretty good time. But yeah, I'm really enjoying living alone, and you know, it hasn't really been a problem yet. Crossing my fingers. It's definitely something that everyone should experience at least some point in their life. You'll definitely learn a lot once you're just by yourself, because if someone else is there, you know, you get their help and you get their advice. But if you're alone, it's just you. Sometimes it's good, sometimes it's bad. Sometimes it can get lonely, but I mean, I like my own company. But I also do like hanging out with friends. It's a balance of both, you know. But yeah, that's how I'm doing. Life is good at the Hevish Hive. That's all I can say. I'm Lily, and I need to think of a new outro. Still need to think of a new outro. That's right. I'm always gonna need a new outro, aren't I?